Hey guys, Rusty here, how you all doing? So I recently put out a video in regards to Ken's V Trigger MK Tatsu setup, so it's a 50-50 setup. So one thing I wanted to do after that was explore his sort of options. So he's to maximise damage after the 50-50, what sort of what combos you want to use, what combinations you want to use, depending on your meter. So you will be in V Trigger, so you won't be able to V Trigger cancel, of course. But depending on how much EX meter you've got, will denote how you know, the sort of damage you can do. Mid-screen and corner as well obviously makes a difference, so we'll look at that. So we won't go over every single setup, we'll just go over a few things. So what we're going to do is I'll go into V Trigger first. So I'll do the meaty Tatsu. I'll do the light Tatsu to set me up. So the opponent set to back rise and grab initially. I was just going to say something then. Yeah, with the meaty Tatsu in V Trigger, doesn't matter what, as long as you get the 3 hits, it doesn't matter what distance you are from the opponent. You always end up in the same spacing afterwards. So if I show you, if I'm like there, you can see I always end up right next to Ken, point blank, exact same position. So that's what's really good about this setup. The meaty Tatsu, as long as you get the 3 hits, always puts you in the same position. You'll have situations where you get like the let's say you land the meaty punch DP. Let's say you like your Tatsu meaty punch DP. That always puts you in the same position. But there might be situations where you use meaty punch DP in V Trigger, say as an anti-air, but you can still do the like your Tatsus and then do the same setup. But because of the height difference of the opponent, it won't always be the exact same timing for every situation. So with the meaty Tatsu, because they're grounded, because you're getting 3 hits, it doesn't matter on the spacing, you always end up in the same space. So that's an important fact you got to remember, and it's what makes the 50-50 so powerful. The follow up, the move before the follow up, before the 50-50, puts them in the perfect spacing. So anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. Let's talk about the combo potential. So one thing I didn't cover last time was this: if you do meaty Tatsu, like your Tatsu, you can get that combination. You can get crouching meaty punch, back meaty punch. It's basically crouching meaty punch, chin buster. So knowing that now, your highest damage for against back rise with this setup will be with no meter. Will be that. So we get 227. That's count hit though. Remember, crouching meaty punch is count hit because the opponent's trying to grab. 227 with no meter. What I did before was this. I'll do that. That's 219. I don't think it'll be more damage to try this. 227 as well. Yeah. So either or, you can do crouching meaty punch, stand light kick, heavy kick Tatsu, that combos. Obviously I wasn't count it then. Or you can do. That's obviously more damage here. That's probably what you want to go for if the back rise. And you don't want to spend any EX. So let's just try that again. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah. Sorry, 269. Yes, that's what you want to go for. Counter hit, crouching meaty punch into chin buster, heavy kick Tatsu, 269. With 1 bar meter, I'd say, I think you'd want to go for. Something like that. So that was crouching meaty punch, stand light kick, meaty kick Tatsu again, and you get the X DP afterwards. You could go for the reset again, which I think I did show in my previous video. Let's do that. Yeah, if you want to be cheeky, you could do the reset again, but it's probably not a wise idea. It's up to you. I mean, it depends on what the opponent's doing, but yeah, you can get 1 bar of EX. That's probably your best option. You could do no, like your Tatsu won't work, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, so that's probably the best thing. So crouch your meaty punch, stand like it, meaty Tatsu, EX DP. For 2 bar, I don't think it's worth the damage, so I'd probably ignore that setup. But what you go for 2 bar would be Could do. Oh, that's not bad at all, is it? 3, 4, 3. So yeah, to do back rise. What do I do? Forgot what I've done there. It's not a combo I use very often. So yeah, you do the crouching mini punch, chin buster, EX fireball, EX Tatsu. So that'll score you. That'll score you quite good damage actually. That's not bad for 2-bar. So these are all mid-screen back rise. And if you've got CA, there's a few setups you can use. Probably the best, I would say. So this will test my execution as well now. Let's cancel that to CA. There we go. See how much damage that does. 445. It's not bad. I don't think. Just trying to think what else you could go for. I think using crouching mini punch, that's probably the most damage you're going to get. I think so. Crouching mini punch, chin buster, do the V skill, light punch DP, and then cancel light punch DP into CA. So that's probably the most damage you'll do. But if you're using a different button, say if you're doing the reset and you're doing stand heavy punch will open more options, especially if you hit on counter here. So we'll look at that. So we're looking at back rise and meaty stand heavy punch. Well, I think it will crush counter because obviously the opponent's waking up with grab. So that will look like stuff like that. That was a 1-bar EX combo. So with that, trying to think. So many steps with Ken, it's hard to remember them all. So it's a case of just picking your favourite ones, trying to remember the majority of them, depending on how much meat you've got. So we'll go for 318 with no meter at all. I think you might be able to maybe get a bit more. Let's just try that. V Trigger. I think. That's EX. I want to do EX. Yeah, I think that's going to be the most damage. If you go for stand heavy punch, and after you do V skill, do back meaty punch. So it's like this. It's got to be counted, isn't it? I'll do it again. It's supposed to be non-EX. So it was stand heavy punch, crush counter, V skill, back medium punch, into like Tatsu, and then just heavy punch DP. That'll score you probably the most damage. No EX. 1-bar EX. I think. It'll probably be that. I think. The light punch DP, the EX DP. After chin buster, that's probably the best for 1-bar. 2-bar. I think it'll be similar to what we did before. That's a fair bit of damage. I don't really like that. I don't think it does enough damage to. So that was, if you look at that, that was 3, 6, 7. Go back to the 1-bar combo. There you go, it's the same damage there. So in that situation, it's not really worth using the 2-bar setup. And I think if you got CA, I think the best damage you're going to get mid-screen against back rise is going to be. Try and get 3 hits off the heavy punch DP. You can before you cancel CA. 4, 7, 6. That's your max damage you're going to get mid-screen with CA. So that was the same setup as a non-bar version, but just cancelling the DP into CA. So it was stand heavy punch, crush counter, V skill, back mini punch, like it Tatsu, heavy punch DP for 3 hits, and then cancel to CA. That's be your max damage. I think that's pretty much it for mid-screen. For corner, think the only difference you're going to use is where you use situations where you do chin buster. So where I did chin buster, I did light punch DP to CA. Oops. It's really awkward input. This is fine. Yeah, where you're doing that, I think you can get make sure it's in V Trigger. You can get a heavy punch DP before the CA, so you can do. Same again. You can do 3 hits of the heavy punch DP in the corner, cancel out the CA. So that's probably the most significant thing in that situation. So you'd get things like. Trying to think. So where we did. Oh man. There we go. What's going on? Sorry about it, guys. Yeah, so stuff like that. You may want to incorporate the heavy punch DP after light punch DP if you're doing CA cancels. I think the majority of the combos otherwise are pretty much the same. You can get things like trying to think. Yeah, I think to be honest, I think that's the most significant difference in the corner. Just remember, if you get the chin buster, you don't. So where you did this before, I don't know what is going on. You obviously can't use CA in that situation. But it's mid screen. Can't have punch DP or whiff, but in the corner, because they can't now, the body's close to you as they hit with the light punch DP, you can get it. That's probably the most significant thing to remember in the corner, Ken, I think. You could, yeah, also, yeah, so what you could do is, just trying to make sure I get this right. So you could do things like that, but they're not really optimal. I think in that situation, I think the light punch DP will whiff. Yeah, so you don't get the light punch DP. So yeah, you're probably going to want to do things like yeah, things like that, which goes back to what I said before about the heavy punch DP in the corner. Yeah, EX Fireball, I don't know how you can incorporate that in that situation. I don't think you can. Unless if you did something like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend this, but you could do, I guess. It's not really, you can't really confirm the crouching meaty punch then. You're literally doing crouching meaty punch at EX Fireball, so I wouldn't recommend it. But at least EX Fireball's safe, so you're not going to get punished for it. But yeah, I think that really covers the corner situation using that setup. For normal recovery, to be fair, normal recovery is pretty straightforward. You've got 3 options with normal recovery. Let's put the back in the corner. Sorry, I've got a bit cold at the moment. So with normal recovery, your options are pretty much that: stand, light punch, back meaty punch. You can do, if you're good at confirming. I prefer to do raw chin buster, but some days I'm a bit rusty. And you're quick as well. Can't delay it. Is that beating me because it's a grab? 5 frame versus 5 frame. Could be actually. There you go, so just my timing was off. Yeah, you've got stand, light punch, back meaty punch. That confirmed. You've got raw back meaty punch and grab. And that's your only options really. Obviously Ken hasn't got 3 frames, that'll be interesting. Let's just see if we can get a 6 frame move on the other side. So yeah, so when I did the video initially, we had the opponent set as Ryu, and he was waking up with wake up light punch, which is 3 frame. So if the opponent doesn't have they don't have a 3 frame, 4 frames are quick as normal, and you can get crouch and mini punch on the other side. So that's an interesting point actually as well. So you do similar stuff to what we just spoke about. You won't be able to get stand heavy punch, so that'll be too slow. So I'll show you that now. way too slow. So yeah, max damage there. I mean that's pretty straightforward for max damage there, isn't it? It's going to be things like as I showed you, things like that. If you haven't got, especially if let's just cover 3 frame. Let's consider that if they have 3 frame rather than thinking if they have a 4 frame. 4 frame you can use the same setups as back rise using a 6 frame meaty. But if they've got 3 frame, you have to stick to stand light punch, back meaty punch, roll back meaty punch, or grabs. If you got no meter, things like that. And yeah, CA, you're going to want to do the chin buster. CA like that. So the chin buster, B skill, light punch DP, cancel light punch DP into CA. It does more damage. It does more damage than that. That's why I use the light punch DP. In the corner as well, the exact same situation. If they're near the corner, after you get the chin buster, try and get your 3 hits off the heavy punch DP or cancelling. Oops. Damage cuts again. And if you're wondering how to get 3 hits off the heavy punch DP, what you got to do there is, I'll show you what I do, my technique. I do chin buster, do your V skill, the light punch DP, and you've got to gauge the opponents when they're falling by eye. But it's not very difficult to do. So if you land it perfectly, what I do, I'll show you. If you look at my inputs, I keep inputting quarter circle forward, and I think I do it 3 times for it to count. 1, 2, 3. No. Yeah, I actually do. I mean, look at the inputs there. Quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward, and then I hit heavy kick. That's how you get 3 hits after the heavy punch DP V trigger. I'll do it again. Quarter circle forward, so you do the heavy punch DP, 3 quarter circle forwards, very very quick, and after the 3rd one, press heavy kick, and you'll get more damage. I mean, if you look at that, that's 3, 9, 6, and yeah, it got 3 hits of the heavy punch DP. If I do 1 hit like that, look at the damage difference. Remember, that's 3, 9, 6 with 3 hits. With 1 hit, 3, 3, 6. So you're losing 60 damage there. In that situation, so yeah, you want to. I mean, even if you get 2, that's not bad. If I can get 2, yeah, 3 is optimal. It's not that good. It's not that difficult to do either. So yeah, it goes up right. Well, with damage scaling to 90 on the super, you get 30 more per hit. So it's worthwhile going for it. That could cost you the match at the end of the day, couldn't it? So, yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said, it's just covering damage options using the reset. So it's more. This is more sort of aimed at intermediate, beginner players. Expert players will already know this information. So I should have said that at the beginning of the video. I'll put a note in the description. But yeah, check it out. Try the setups. Don't try and go for every setup. Just try and stick to certain ones. I mean, the best setup, I think, ones to remember are. Especially versus back rise, go for the stand heavy punch as long as I press a button. What was it? That's really good, really good, and you can cancel the CA as well. So it gives you time to recognise you got CA to cancel. So you get good damage using no EX. But if you gain CA during the combo, you can cancel the heavy punch DP into CA. And the quick rise options are pretty straightforward. It's going to be chin buster or stand light punch, back meaty punch. So not much to worry about if they quick rise. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Just keep it simple, but just keep your eyes on how they rise. That's the most important thing. One thing I didn't cover, actually, I should just check that out. They do no recovery. Say if someone's caught onto setup. Okay. So I haven't tested this before. This is interesting. This may be something I have to test offline. Okay, look, there you go. That's just a quick bit of a testing I did then. So if you do light kick Tatsu and light kick Tatsu back over them, dash forward, stand heavy punch, it still registers as a meaty. If I do that again, so it was. That's just a random attempt. That's just me not even trying. So if you look there, if you do like a Tatsu, and you recognise it on quick rise, like your Tatsu back over them, dash forward, stand heavy punch. So that will be the 5 frame option. I don't know about 4 frame, 3 frame that'll work, but I imagine a quicker button, crouch and meaty punch, that meaty punch, stand like it may work. So I'll test that in a separate video because I know I'm not sure if it works or not. But yeah, we've got to look at options as well to cover if they don't quick rise. I mean, you can just judge it by eye, which is probably what I do. You're already considering so much for 50-50. Just judge it by eye and just go for the meaty you feel is necessary. But if you want to time it perfectly, that's one step I just randomly came up with. So yeah, we'll look at that in a separate video rather than confusing this one. So yeah, hopefully that's been useful to you guys. So it's basically to maximize damage using the meaty Tatsu 50-50 setup. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.